You'd be like, yeah, maybe I'll put up with a couple. It's like Trump. Like, yeah, I got to put up with some mean tweets. It said nobody killing each other, no world wars. Which one do you guys want? The real Biggie Smalls said, did he forget to go live again for us YouTube folks? Damn, that one hurts. That one hurts. It's like, yo, is Roy a piece of shit today? Nope. No, he's not. Oh, nice. I'm like, fuck, dude. Leave me alone. It's a Thursday, bro. All right. Are we actually live? Yeah, we're live. Good morning, everybody. If you're watching this on YouTube, good morning. Chart Addicts members, of course, you guys know the drill. Great to have all of you on. Let me go ahead and see who's here from the CA side. We got Bryce. We got Two Step in the house. Bobby. Hope you're doing good, Bobby, out there. Yes, sir. Mo, the world is going crazy. The world's falling apart. Horrible jobs reports. And of course, Mo, what did I tell you? ADP. Well, actually, I didn't even say this. Bob did. He said ADP was fugazi or something. He said it was goofy. The proof is in the pudding. ADP is the most inaccurate piece of data that I've ever seen. We might as well just put out our own report and just start racking up. Said, hey, I'll sell you a report that's never right. Pay me money. Noah, RG's in the house. Roman, good to see you, bro. Dude, Romy, I don't know if you saw, dude, the team is posting snippets of our conversation from that Saturday stream. And we're just going back and forth, dude.
I never saw it, no.
Yeah. You're about to be famous, man. Kind of. Natalie, good to see you. Thanks for hopping on. Captions are on. Yes, they are. Okay, dope. Let's go ahead and look at YouTube. YouTube, put some respect on Roy's name. Big Two Steps in the house. Good morning, Jacob. Good morning, Biggie Smalls. Marcos, good morning. Marcos is back. That's how you know he's a real one. My boy got lit up. Three streams ago, my boy got lit up. And he understood that he was in the wrong, showed up, redeemed himself, and now a regular. That's what I like to see. It's the redemption arc. This is the story. Nobody wants to hear a story about, oh, the guy woke up, everything went right in his life, guy went to sleep. No. It was a redemption arc. Got fucked up, came back, and redeemed himself. Bryce said, I took a buy on gold. Yeah, Bryce, this was also a great trade idea, bro. This thing was phenomenal. So the original trade idea, obviously, the retest of the zone, things have been popping off. And then this morning, this just happened at the market open. Massive retest of this liquidity zone. Now, the thing is, if you guys are looking to take this trade, it's already moved. So what I would do on the smaller time frames. So the strategy works on all pairs. So you have the pre-session consolidation right here. Market pushed up. Market came back to retest. I would put a buy limit right here. Okay, you could even draw a fib. 78 involved. It's going to be around 89. You're basically just looking for a double bottom. On the higher time frames, the way it would look is, here's the bottom of the wick. You just want it to come down to the zone one more time to push. So right now it's at 96. That's the year I was born. Okay, you want it to come down a little bit lower to 88 to 89 area, which is about 100 points lower. So personally, that's how I would approach this, is I would just wait for the double bottom retest, and that way you can get the best entry possible for these longs. All right, we're going to go through the NFP report, non-farm payroll jobs report just came out this morning. We'll cover that. Just a quick reminder, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're a fan of the channel. Reminder is that November 5th to the 8th, which is in 2 days. So this Sunday, there's going to be the NAS 100 Masterclass. If you guys are interested in learning my day trading strategy so that you don't have to pull up to these streams. If you guys don't want to pull up to these streams, that's fine. Learn the strategy for yourself and go do this on your own time. The seats are only $350. It's really, really a steal. But you guys can use promo code NFP25. Is that what we're doing? Guys, what was the promo code? I gotta dial this stuff in. Okay, I'm really not good with the promo code stuff. Especially just the basics of like remembering it.
Yeah,
if you're on the team, just change it.
That's it.
No,
NFP 25.
we're gonna do NFP 30 just because we're feeling generous. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. NFP 30 is going to be active the entire time. Use promo code NFP 30. And also, I'm going to ask some questions. If you guys answer the questions, I'll be giving out a few free seats to the NAS 100 bootcamp this weekend. Said, I'm falling in love with NAS 100. Good. Good, good. The real Biggie Small says Powell 25. Nah, what's it called? The previous promo codes, I think, are inactive. Like for 24 hours or something. So if you waited more than 24 hours, I'm pretty sure the older promo codes are no longer active. What I'm doing is, if you show up to this stream and you're taking time out of your day, this is a reward. I don't know if we're just going to keep the promo codes open and shit like that. Like, I'm not here trying to give a discount for the class. What I'm trying to do is reward the people that are showing up, because win, lose, or draw, at least you're walking away with something from the stream. He said the DXY bull run is over after this news. Let's take a look.
Yo, Roy, you want me to message Golly and tell him to change it in NFP 30?
Yes, that would be clutch.
Okay.
Because if it's not NFP 30, then I think that we're in trouble. Oh man. Good morning, Bless fam. Lessman says good morning. Yo, what up? What up, Jay Olivier? Was goody mob. Okay, look. We didn't quite hit the 107.5, but the magnet is here, so eventually we'll come back. I think that we're officially seeing that correction that we've been waiting for. Giant push down, which means that Euro USD should have finally popped. Oh, it did. Oh my God. Well, safe to say I missed that one. All good. So yeah, the DXY is going to come back down. We got 104.4 and 103.7. So this thing is not like a full correction smash to the downside. We're just waiting for these previous areas of interest to get hit. And then depending on how the market reacts, I think that we're going to have a continuation from here. Which means, like, yes, Euro USD, we're finally getting a correction. But at some point, I'm looking for this push back down for the swing trade, which will both line up. But it's a Friday. I'm not really worried about the higher time frame. We just had the open of a brand new monthly candle. So as you guys know, the beginning and end of every month, you're going to have the market form a wick. You're going to have market really, it'll just shift directions. If it's been going bearish for the last 2 weeks and you have the market open, you'll see corrections, you'll see reversals, just things that'll set up a high and a low for the next month. So on top of that, we just had Fed news 2 days ago. And on top of that, today is NFP. With all of those news events and the fact that we're at the monthly open, we're going to see a lot of volatility. Whoever's mic is not muted, let's get that muted up. All right, let's get back to NAS 100. NAS 100 is absolutely popping off. Okay, I've been telling you guys that this thing is bullish. Everybody tried to fight me on Twitter. I don't know why they would try to fight me on this. We saw the daily lows. We saw price break back inside. I was waiting for a retest of the 886 that I never got. Market is getting ready to pull a correction and then continue to the top of the range. So this thing is flying. By the end of the year, I'm confident we can make new highs, but obviously we'll have to take that one day at a time. With that being said, I'm looking for more buys today on NAS 100. And before I go through the news, let me just break down the technical analysis for these trades, just so we all know what we're waiting for. I have a higher time frame buy level at 14,680, but this is the pre-session consolidation right here. So as you guys know, market open, we're going to have a break to one direction. I'd like to see a pullback before the day, probably in the next 30 minutes below the zone and a closure above. And I want to buy this thing at the 800 or 880 level. Okay, so just a simple break, retest, and then at the 88.6, I'm going to buy this thing up. It's that simple. If the market hits the extension before we have a chance to enter, then I'm going to wait for a consolidation here. I'm going to wait for price to fake above, and then I'm going to sell it. I'm going to sell it at the highs, and I'm going to sell it on the retest back in. for the correction. So either selling at 15,175 or buying this at 14,880. I would much rather wait for the buys because the market is bullish. If the market's bullish, we want to trade in that direction for the highest probability trades. Would you agree? Roy, what'd you say about the unemployment rate? Yeah, let's talk about the news real quick. Okay. Okay. So we have the unemployment rate slightly higher than expected, but this is not a game change. We're expecting this to break 4% here pretty soon. Now, I've been saying this for a while that when the unemployment rate breaks 4%, typically that's recession territory. That doesn't mean that 4% is the recession line, but it's everything after that not good. If we look at it historically, every time that we start to break above that 4% mark, it's typically when you hit 3.5% and then you start going backwards, typically that's the start of a recession. And so this is upticking, not too crazy, still moving in that direction. Now, I looked at the non-farm employment change, the number of jobs in the economy, number of active working people in the economy. And the only thing that was concerning, I think, was the household jobs numbers. The household jobs segment of the survey is the surveyors call a bunch of households and they try to check who has jobs. Do you have a job? Do you have a job? And people say yes or no. And the decline was 370,000 on a month by month. Where the fuck did 370,000 jobs go? That's one thing that I'm really eager to look into. We might not have time on this stream, but after the stream, I'm definitely going to be looking into that. Not a lot of jobs, not a lot of employed people added to the economy, so that's not a big change. Average hourly earnings came out lower than expected. We mentioned this yesterday that wage inflation, this whole concept of people getting paid more to do the same work, is what's been driving a lot of the inflation, the sustained inflation. If everyone still has a job and then you're negotiating your wages because there's a labor shortage, so now you're getting paid more, you're going to afford whatever the store changes their prices to. And that's what keeps inflation high. And so average hourly earnings was expected to come out at 0.3% increase, but it was a 0.2% increase. Now that's lower than expectations, but that's still not good. You don't want wages to keep going up. Like, you want them to keep up with inflation, but you don't want people to keep getting paid more and more and more and more and more, because at that point, inflation just keeps getting higher. The people that are not getting paid more, that's who suffers the consequences. So overall, not a horrible jobs report, but this is definitely negative. Not just because we missed expectations, but because, number one, we have a higher unemployment rate, which is just generally not good. We have 150 new jobs added to the economy as opposed to the 180 that we were expecting. So that's not good. There's a slowdown in the return to jobs. Again, that's probably seasonal. And then we have average hourly earnings, which came out lower than expected. This one might actually be positive for the markets. So we have a bullish relief bounce, mostly because the Fed news that they were not raising rates is a little bit more important than anything else we're going to see. Okay, first, we're not in World War III because of the Israel-Palestine situation. That's positive. Number two, the Fed said that they're not going to raise rates. They're going to take it one step at a time. And at some point, they're going to be expected to print if needed. That's positive. And so I think that we should expect bullish momentum for the foreseeable future. Now, with that being said, no retest, no entry. So we're still on the sidelines for now. Any questions, comments, concerns? Let's look at the BLS's report. I don't know why they insist on typing this like it was made in a typewriter. So a lot of the jobs that were gained were in healthcare, government, and social assistance. The employment declined in manufacturing due to strike activity. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have heard, there are tons of strikes happening in the United States. Everyone hears about the famous ones like the writers' strike in Hollywood. Yeah, nobody gives a fuck. Okay. But there's a manufacturing strike happening as well. So car manufacturers striking. There are healthcare jobs that were also striking. There were teachers' unions that were striking. So that's going to have to get resolved. The manufacturing strike was one of the largest that we've ever seen in America's history. So we can't expect a slowdown in economic activity when people are not working and not making stuff. But yeah, manufacturers in America just have a hard road. My recommendation is everyone's got to get back to work so we can keep the show rolling. I understand that there are some conditions that they're fighting for, but if they fight too hard, trust me, somebody else in the world will make it if we don't want to. Do you think in December we're going to hit 4%? Maybe not December. I think that generally the Fed does a great job of keeping everybody calm in December. You guys remember in last year in 2022 and 2021, there was the Santa Claus rally with Jerome Powell basically lying and telling everybody that everything is cool. There's nothing wrong with the economy. And that's the famous phrase that he said where inflation was transitory. And then the next week, the markets took a shit. Okay, same thing's probably going to happen. He's like, no, Merry Christmas, everybody. Go get gifts for your family. Your 401k and your stock accounts are doing great. And everybody goes out and spends money. And then the week after, he comes out, reminds everybody that we're damn near about to head into a recession. And I think we'll see the markets crash. But then again, guys, recessions doesn't even mean markets crash. So let's just say this. Q1 of next year, we'll see the employment number break 4%. Q2, and this is not just me, this is I think going to be the general consensus. Q2, we officially hit recession territory. All of that is bullish for the markets, which is why we're seeing the markets boom right now. Because when the markets or when the economy goes into a recession, the Fed steps in and prints money. The government gives out stimmy checks, and all that money ends up in the stock market. So bad stuff happening equals bullish for stocks. Because when they print money, stocks go boom, boom. That's about as simple as I can make it for all of you out there. Got Coastal P&D Group, a.k.a. Walter, a.k.a. is that even your real name? Okay, Ford, good morning, and Stellantis all came out to agreements that the strike was over. Okay, Sean Jones. Sean Jones. Ain't that the rapper? Ain't that P. Diddy? Sean Jones. Do you think December 4% Sky Blue? Great question. Sup Roy, big live today. Yes, it is. Well, it's not really as big as the Fed news. That Fed meeting was something else, people. I have never seen Jerome Powell act like that. I've never seen him less sure of himself. I've never seen him flip-flop, and I've never seen him try to duck questions like that. This reminds me of the Jerome Powell pre-2017, pre-2018. In that era, the color of Jerome's tie decided the direction of the markets. People thought he was bullish. Oh, his wife put him in a blue tie. It's that kind of day. Oh, shit. Been taking all the buys you have been saying on Nas. Well, Lesman trades, good for you. Hopefully you're not like those fucking I'm not gonna do it. No, I'm gonna do it. Happy Friday. It's not like those fucking baby pips traders that was on the stream last week. All right. They were I would mention a retracement and they'd say, oh, I bet my whole life savings on a thing that you almost kind of said. Like, this is what happened last week. I would say, yeah, it looks like the market's about to turn around here. Yeah, it looks like the market's about to turn around. Knowing that I'm looking for buys, right? Because in case you guys just showed up, I am looking for buys only. But I'd say, yeah, it looks like it's about to drop. It looks like it's about to drop is an observation. It is not an indication of a trade. And if you can't tell the difference, and if you're like, oh my God, he said buy, let me just put my life savings on it. If that's you, then yeah, of course I'm going to be rooting for you to lose. You're dumb. Now, assuming they don't have any like mental deficiencies, because I'm really, really not out here trying to roast people with like some issues and shit. You feel me? I'm really just going at fully rational humans that just do dumb ass shit. And then hopefully by me really putting it in as blunt of a way as possible will make it stick. You know, wake up with nightmares at 3 a.m. What happened? And it's just me basically just saying, don't take random fucking trades from strangers. Don't take candy from strangers online. Bupon said I'm gonna pay more attention next what he's wearing, Powell. Okay, well, that's up to you. He said Sean Jones says LMAO, nah, that's Sean Combs. Then who's John Holmes? I'm so confused. So you're telling me Sean Jones and Sean Combs, but didn't he have a fucking clothing line called Sean Jones? Now you're fucking with me. Now you're lying to me, Sean Jones. I'm pretty sure that's the name of the clothing line. And it had the oversized sweatsuits. I remember this. You had the burgundy matching sweatsuits. It's like a fucking Boys to Men video. If I can give an indication, if it can give an indication, why not? Bupon, because it's a waste of time. I was joking. The color of his tie has zero indication as to where the markets are going to go. And if you took that seriously, buddy, I'm going to put you in the baby pips camp. All right? LOL, he had a clothing line called Sean John. Now you guys are fucking with me. Nah, see, his name is Sean Combs, but he had a clothing line called Sean John. It wasn't even Sean Jones, it was Sean John. You guys are fucking with me. I'm not even playing this game anymore. You guys are just trolling me. Bryce said I already pulled partials on gold at 1988. Bryce, thank you for the signal, bruh. Where the signal was at, bruh?
My bad. My bad. No, I entered at 1988. I pulled partials on it. So,
Okay, well, you want to know how generous I am? I'm gonna give you a signal instead. All right. Look, we're either gonna reject this again, and then that's gonna be the sell because we already had this drop at the market open. We had a retest of the 88.6. 786 got retested. Okay, so I just want to see this thing drop, and then I want to buy it at these daily lows. It's really that simple. If you guys want a cheat code, if the sells already got hit and you're looking for like, okay, where do I enter down here? Just go ahead and take the fib, hit the reverse, flippity flip. Oh my God. Whoa. The 886, 1988.2. 1988.2. So naturally, I'm going to add an alert. Okay. Boom. Okay. Create the alert. Okay. Boom. 1989, because I want to get alerted before. Make sure my notification settings are there. Notify me in the app. Yup. Show me a pop-up. Why not? Play sound. Dope. 3 notes reverb. Let's change it up. Chirpy. I don't know if I'm a fan of something called chirpy. Hell no. Calling. Let me do beep beep. Beep beep sounds funny. Send an email to SMS. All right, don't do all that. That's just invasive. I feel like that's harassment at that point. Let me see what the chat is saying. Sean John, reverse Fibbo. John is his middle name. Sean John Combs. No, bro, we're moving on from this. You guys gonna be fucked up. All right. I said Sean. Who's John Holmes then? You guys got me fucked up. I think John Jones is a UFC fighter. This is crazy. All right, let's take a look at this jobs report real quick, provide some value here. Establishment survey data. So the NFP employment increased by 150K in October, below the average monthly gain of 258 over the prior 12 months. Oof, that's important. So look, 150,000 people joining the workforce on a month-by-month basis versus the 260,000 that we normally see. So this is way below expectations, and this is way below the average, meaning that not a lot of jobs getting added. Healthcare added about 60K jobs. And as you guys remember from the beginning of the survey, it was healthcare, services, It was healthcare services and yo. Okay, oh, government and social assistance as well. So government jobs are growing for some reason. I don't know how. And social assistance, that makes sense. So healthcare, social assistance, and government, and then obviously manufacturing saw the declines. I'm interested in services versus goods. In October, employment, transportation, warehousing dropped. Um, Leisure and hospitality is up. That's actually pretty interesting because you would normally see a drop off after summer in leisure and hospitality. Everyone's back in school, but it seems like there's still a gain. So it shows that it wasn't just seasonal. There could be something a little bit. I mean, then again, there's Thanksgiving coming up. Yeah, no, I think that's a pretty solid sign there for the travel and hospitality industry. All right, waiting on that gold retracement that we might never get. Waiting on this imaginary NASDAQ retracement that we might never get. Quick reminder, November 5th, this Sunday, we have the NAS 100 Masterclass. If you want to learn my strategy and learn a strategy that's tried and tested and true, NFP 30, promo code just for getting on this stream. NAS doesn't really look like we're going to get that pullback. US 30, great call on this one too, Bryce. This thing has just popped off since it hit that floor. So at this point, if we're not going to get a pullback to the daily lows, which I'm not completely writing it off, but that's probably what's going to happen, I'm just looking for a break of these highs now. So we have a previous area of resistance. I want to see the market violate these highs, show us that buyers are in full control, and then I want to wait for a pullback into that range and a continuation of that trend. So that'll probably be next week around 33,800. Look left, previous support level here, massive buying interest at this level. Draw this all the way through, lines up perfectly with that break, retest inside the range, and then continuation. Looking forward to trading this. This is going to be very straightforward. So matter of fact, I'll just actually mark this off right there. Beautiful. Really doesn't get easier than that, does it? All right. And then obviously, if the market makes it back down to the daily lows, I'm going to be a very, very rich man. If the markets are generous, we really have an opportunity to make real money. And so whichever one of these plays out, 33,800 or call it 32,800, both of those are valid. Again, promo code NFP 30 for 30% off your seat for the NFP or for the NAS 100 bootcamp. Now, I want to give a free seat out, so let me go ahead and ask some questions. Let's see who was paying attention. Those gains, the job gains. What three industries saw the most job gains? And then what industry saw the least amount of job gains or saw a decline in the number of jobs? Let's see. I'm giving out a free seat to anybody who answers this question correctly. Not anybody who answers it, but the first person who answers these correctly. And you got to give me all three answers. FedCon says Sean John. Yeah, Sean John. Sean John saw the most amount of jobs after this ad that they got from us. Okay, tech, industrial, and sales, I should say. Bupon, stay out of this, bro. Health, government, and I forgot. Why would you even answer if you forgot, bro? What's wrong with you? Mr. Blues 4L, government, healthcare, and education. Was it education? Government, education, and healthcare? Was education even on the list? I don't even think it was. It was healthcare, government, and social assistance. Hold on, hold on. You guys might be right. We did talk about education. Where are they at? It was right here. Transportation, warehousing, leisure, construction, government, payroll. Healthcare, nursing, government, social assistance, employment and manufacturing. I don't see it. Warehousing, lost jobs. Information employment? The fuck is information employment? Yeah, I don't see the education anywhere on here. I don't even think we talked about education. Yeah, but we're gonna try this again. All right, we'll try this again later. That's ridiculous. Let me try another question, see who can get into this NAS boot camp. Mo says healthcare, government, and social assistance. All right, Mo. You know what, Mo? You make me proud. Make me proud on a regular basis, man. Every time we get on these streams, the NAS 100 seat is yours. Mo, seat yours. Somebody on the team, write that down. I'm writing it down too. Mo, hold me to it. NAS 100 seat. Mo. And you don't even need it, but just for the sake, and this 3-day masterclass is going to be heat. Because obviously the first one was phenomenal. It's all the important information that we need. But every time you do something, you're going to watch back your performance and say, you know what? Maybe I could have explained this a little bit easier. Like, maybe I shouldn't complicate that thing. Because when I actually traded in the real world, I ain't complicating it like that. And so you get to refine certain things, clean certain things up. And so I'm excited for this NAS bootcamp, ready to blow the roof off this place and ready to get some people on the road to success. Manufacturing, construction, and financial services. All right. So give it to someone that really need it. Well, Tatiana, how about you answer the questions and you earn the spot just like everybody else? Look, if you actually need an opportunity, you should be hungrier than everybody else. You shouldn't miss a single chance. You shouldn't miss a single opportunity. The second that someone says that they do giveaways or that for answering a few questions, you can win something. If you're down bad, you need the opportunity. You should have a pen and paper in your hand saying, look, I can't afford a challenge, but if they're going to give away a funded challenge, I'm right here. I'm answering every fucking question. If this class costs $350, but really it should cost thousands of dollars, and they're giving away a free seat to it, I'm going to write down every fucking word. I'm going to have the YouTube thing open on the side. I'm going to scroll back and look at what they said and try to answer the questions, but I'm not going to just tell the person what to do and tell them to give it to somebody. Mr. Blue said, damn, I thought I won. Hold on. What did you even answer, Mr. Blues? You said government, healthcare, and education. No, ain't nobody even mentioned education. Where'd that even come from? All right. We've now established our high. Beautiful stuff. 10:07. We're almost in time for the session. There we go. Okay. 14,896. All right. Well, give me a quick second while I let this trade play out. I'm going to go grab a cup of coffee and some water. It'll be about 3 minutes. Lesman Trades says, what about mine? Lesman Trades. What was your answer? You said and social. You said jobs and government and social. How are you going to say jobs, Lesman? Do you really want this? But do you really want the smoke or not? I'm not even going to do it to you. I'm just going to let that answer sit. Be like, oh, which sector gained the most jobs? He was like, jobs? Fuck me. Bro. Lesman says, no, I'm new here. All right. I'll take it easy. I'll take it easy. At least give me 50% for being close. Yo, is the market gonna give you half your profits for having a shit trade? Be like, oh, but I was close enough. Can I still get some profits from the market? Fuck no. Grow up. All right. It's not participation trophy season. Oh, my baby, they almost scored. Let's just give them a point. If you don't score, you don't fucking score. That's it. This is not the Weenie Hut Jr. All right, I'm gonna go get this drink. Ask a serious question in the chat and you'll have it answered. Ask a really good question, and then you'll have the privilege of being able to ask me to cover whatever pair you want and to find you a trade idea. And so as long as you guys are engaging in a stimulating way and engaging in a way that helps everyone else grow, I'm going to give you 100% of what y'all asking for. If you're out here goofing or you're feeling entitled or you're saying, do this and do that, I'm going to show you that I'm not a circus monkey. I'm going to kick you out of my stream. And then we're going to keep going and making this money. So when I come back from getting this coffee and this water, let me see some solid comments here and some engaging questions. All right. Okay, cool. All right, give me a sec. Y'all know what I'm looking for. Here's the price. This is not rocket science. Okay, 1487.8. Don't fuck this up. All right, I'm back. All right, let's go here real quick. I want to show you guys some of the trades from the last stream. So this was the gold idea. This was the idea for gold on October 31st. So that was what, Tuesday? Monday? So this was the original trade idea. The entry was at 1974. So then what happened, market came very close to 1974 and then shot up. So we were waiting for that pullback all the way back down. And then it came back down to that 1974.77. And then today we have the gold chart right in front of us. As you can see, we rejected that 1974.7, and then it came and smashed all the way through. So about 50 points or 40 points, and then came and closed above. So the trade idea was valid. Here's the after. Here's the before. So here's the before and after. Before and after. So these things take longer than expected. A lot of people say that the market's taking too long, or the reason that they entered a trade early is because, you know, it took a long time for the market to reach that direction, to reach that entry price. It's going to take a while. Same with a lot of the trades from the stream that I take. They take a while. Where the hell is it? Oh, the chats have been active. The chats have been a little bit too active. Here's one. So this was from the live streams. This was... All right, so yeah, same strategy, consolidation, push up, and then we were selling it down. And then everybody was kind of hating on the trade because we were in a little bit of drawdown. right? About 20 points, 30 points in drawdown, and then eventually played out. This is the 30-minute time frame, though. When we were first looking at the trade, it was at the market open right here. This took 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours after the live stream to fully play out. So even when I call a trade on the live streams, this thing could pop off in the second half of the session. That level of patience is very important. We don't see it. We are looking at your YouTube page. I don't even know what you're asking about anymore, bro. Newbie question: did you use the fib tool when you were at Bank of America? Did I use the fib tool when I was at Bank of America? I don't even know what kind of question that is. I was not a trader at Bank of America. I was an investor. So I was managing family wealth. I was making investment decisions and investment recommendations for my clients based on their goals, based on their financial risk tolerance, and then based on their timeline and duration that they needed the money. And so for me, it was like, okay, what does this person need in order to retire in 30 years, in order to have their children's college paid off, in order to do these things? And then my job is to find a mix of investments in their portfolio to be able to reach those objectives. So there was not a lot of trading going on, except for when, obviously I was supposed to be working and I'd have my charts up in front of me. My boss would walk behind me and I would just quickly change the screen. I'm like, oh shit, I'm not trying to get caught. People, you got to invest in yourself. All right. I loved my clients, but investing is a long-term game. Once you make a decision, don't touch it. I'm like, all right, I'm trying to make money, man. So I'm out here trading financial markets, and that was on my own. But yeah, I've been using fib since I started trading. Mo says, fair to think with employment going up, we can start expecting no change in rates for December. Well, actually, it depends on the rate of change. If it's like 3.9 and then 4 and then 4.1, yeah, that's not gonna panic anybody. But we go from 3.9 to 4.2, I guarantee somebody's panicking. I guarantee Jerome Powell's gonna start to feel it. Here's the trade-off, Mo. It's when the risk. I don't even know if I should type. I don't even know how I would draw this. Maybe it's a chart. Let's call this the risk of recession. And over here is the risk of hyperinflation, which are the two Fed mandates. There's hyperinflation, and then there's the recession risk. And right now, the Fed is telling us that the inflation risk is way higher. That's why they're fine with crashing the economy. At some point, once the risk of hyperinflation is lower than the risk of a recession, once we hit that breaking point, then the risk of recession is going to become the highest priority for the Fed, and that's where they'll start to talk about rate hikes and talk about a pivot. But we are nowhere near that right now. Right now, the risk of recession is still way higher than the risk of inflation is still way higher of a priority, and so we're still headed in that direction. The risk of recession gets higher and higher with that high unemployment rate. So once we hit like 4.2%, that's, I think, at that critical point. And then as the employment situation gets worse, and then the risk of inflation gets lower, that's where we're going to start to have the recession territory. But did I just invent the new fucking chart? I'm going to call this the Fed mandate parity curve. Boom. Give me a Nobel fucking prize. Boom. The Fed mandate priority curve. Fuck. Huh? So the last two brain cells firing back there, fam. Fucking working their ass off. Okay, talk about your stream. You were talking to showing something, but we don't see it. Oh, I had to refresh the page. Yeah, you have to press play when you're watching a video on YouTube. You can't just watch it while it's paused. He said you got to press play in order to see the image moving, All right. Just jokes. Okay, cool. Guys, it's a Friday. We talked about this last Friday as well. I don't care if there's NFP. Typically, it's not a lot of market movement. Do not blow your funds. Here's 2 rules. If you made money this week, do not give it back. Right? Isn't that crazy concept? If you did not make money this week, don't make it worse. If you insist on trading regardless, here's a rule that I follow. If I made money this week, I'll take a small percentage, let's say 10% of my profits, and that's what I'm willing to risk. If I lost this week, let's say that my maximum weekly risk is $2,000. If I've lost $1,500, for example, then I still have $500 to risk. This is the only thing that I would risk. So when you do it this way, you're limiting the losses and you're making sure you walk away with the gains. It's not about just being right on every trade. Once you make money, you have to have a strategy and a plan to keep it. Otherwise, you will give it back. So that's what's going to make or break some of your trading. Said, yeah, I know I was in play because I could hear you. I'm fucking around, Bupon, man. You guys got to learn sarcasm. I'm fucking around. Obviously, I know that you know the difference between play and pause, but that's the whole joke. It's fucking hilarious. Newbie question: did I use fibs? No. Roy, can you go over oil? Yeah, let's do oil. Let's do U.S. oil. I haven't done oil in a while. Let me see. Credit Suisse? Hell no. WTI crude. There she is. Huh. Would you look at that? I had this markup at the beginning of the year. Buys down here at $68 a barrel as soon as the war started. Man, I am too fucking good at this. Maybe I should just start investing in commodities at this point. Because when it comes to gold, oil, and silver, I don't know. I don't think I've missed on the higher time frames. But I also have zero interest in trading oil, so it is what it is. Just from a technical perspective, obviously we're still creating bullish market structure. So we did break this area right here, but this is the most recent impulse. So we have an impulsive wave, a correction, and as long as we create a higher low, so basically, as long as the price per barrel stays above $78 a barrel, we're going to continue pushing to the upside. And just with the state of the war in the Middle East, the state of the involvement of Saudi Arabia and Russia in their own conflicts, and they're obviously the two largest oil producing nations, that's going to create a supply chain shock, which is going to drive the price of oil bullish. The implication for the U.S. consumer is that inflation is going to go higher. Energy costs make up a huge portion of the inflation, of the CPI number. And so if gas prices start going back up, if the price per barrel is skyrocketing, so will inflation in America. And that's really what's going to break the camel's back. I think that the oil shock is what's going to break the camel's back in the next 3 to 4 months. But then again, they said the same thing about Europe going into a recession, or not recession, going into a cold winter because Russia was going to withhold natural gas from them. And that didn't happen either. So I don't know. All I know is Putin's been getting rich because when he started his war, price was down here. Let's look at the percentage gain real quick. 42% gain. Russia and Saudi Arabia are bringing in 42% more per barrel. That's absolutely insane. That's an exponential growth in their overall revenue as an oil producing nation. We don't have the same sarcasm. I'm new here, so I'm going to learn with time. You'll be good. Sky Blue says Putin is a good trader. Yeah, it's a lot easier when you can move the markets yourself, right? Imagine you don't like the way the markets are going and you start a war. That's craziness. That's also something Nancy Pelosi would do. Yo, can we make a politician's trading joke without involving Nancy Pelosi? It's impossible. She's the face. She's the golden child of interfederal government and financial market corruption. She's the face of crony capitalism. And she's also the face of no, I'm not going to do it. That's just not. Guys, I'm turning over a new leaf. I've stopped myself from making a she got a horrible cosmetic surgeon joke, right? Because that'd have been fucked up if if I said that Nancy Pelosi looked like her. No. Yo, I need a new channel, bro. I need a channel that I can just I can make whatever jokes on. Maybe we should start streaming on Rumble. Oh, why a lot? I was gonna say that. No, dude, I can't even say the joke that I was gonna say. What platform should we stream on if it's not YouTube? We had signed a partnership deal with Binance to go stream on Binance Live. I used the platform. I'm going to be honest with you guys, it fucking sucks. Well, it doesn't suck. It needs a lot of work. And they know this. And so I told them, I'm like, it would not be fair for the user experience to bring people over to this platform just yet. But they said that they're rolling out a bunch of new features. And so we're looking forward to working with them on that. So, but besides Binance Live, what platform would you guys want to see us stream on? Should we stream directly on Chart Addict's website? If we stream directly on the CA website, it might be a little bit slower, but we'd still be able to say whatever we want and do whatever we wanted. John says 88.6 is a full margin level. Baby Pips ain't ready for that yet. John, the second that Baby Pips puts up the 88.6 level, the markets are going to shift. Okay, the strategy is going to be no longer valid. We're going to have to find a new strategy, and I will. Reginald says, how do you like it so far in Miami? Bro, I'll be real. I just got back from Dubai not too long ago. I picked Miami over any city in America today, besides maybe Palo Alto. Like, guys, the country, when you watch too many movies, you'll still be stuck on an understanding of America that's fucking 20 years old. Okay, California is not this shining beacon on the top of a hill. California fucking sucks. New York, right? Oh, New York pizza. Oh, ha ha ha, rude Italians, right? No, none of that shit, bro. It's fucking crackheads. Is New York Times of crack. That's what it is. It's Crack Square. It's not Times Square anymore. That place is a shithole. Chicago. Everyone's like, oh, Chicago, right? On BD, right? Fucking Chief Sosa. None of that. Chicago is an absolutely beautiful city. It's like if what New York looked like 50 years ago when New York was clean. Not a piece of trash on the fucking streets. Brand new buildings marking up the skyline. That's what I'm talking about. So you guys got to travel a little bit, let you know. Miami, the best place in America, hands down. I fucking love it here. California, oof. Can you live stream on Twitter? I don't know, but Elon better cut the check. I don't know if we can live stream. I think that we can do Twitter Spaces. You know, he said on King David. Whoa. What the fuck is that? Yo, what the fuck was that? Please don't tell me that was the alert for gold hitting the entry price. It was, wasn't it? There's no fucking way that that was an alert. Dude, I'm about to sue TradingView for that. Did you guys hear that shit? Yo, I was out here laughing my ass off at the King David joke. Yo. He said they won't be babies no more. Okay. California is a hobo dumpster fire. Jesus Christ. Miami is heaven on earth. Basically, yes. Miami and Texas are the best. Well, ain't nobody throw Texas in here. I want you to take a deep breath, brother. My guy Isaac, it's good to see you though. It's good to see you, but look, this is like when you got something going on, you're like, yeah, dude, yeah, Mexican food is the best. They're like, yeah, and Cuban food. Whoa. If we're out here celebrating the culture and the hair, why are you just throwing your name in the hat real quick? I was out here like, yeah, Miami is the greatest place on earth. The guy's like, yeah, and Texas too. Not like, shut up, Texas. No one's talking to you. Can we have our moment? Can we have our cake and eat it too? Isaac said, I came for my daily dose of fundamentals from the GOAT. Well, I'm just going to break it to you, Isaac. We're going into a recession next year. And there's nothing anybody can do to stop it because Jerome Powell himself is going to cause this recession. and he's going to get us out of it. Isn't he so generous for that? So how do you make money? Well, what I'm personally doing is buying assets. When they print money, which they eventually will do again, that money will end up in assets. It's going to inflate the economy. Cars will go up, houses will go up, stocks will go up, watches will go up, crypto will go up. So if you're saving your money in a piggy bank, get ready to go broke because everything's going to be more expensive. If you're buying assets at whatever price level you can, whether it be baseball cards, whether it be cars, or whether it be real estate, no matter what level you can afford to play at, assets will go up if you know where to shop. So how do you take advantage of this? Is get there before the money flows in. Beat the big money to the punch. And so while everybody's kind of writing crypto off as having failed, while everyone's writing off stocks as just having been flat for the past however many months, I'm buying as many as I can. And if you guys were doing real estate or you're doing whatever it was, flipping, you'd want to buy as many as you can and accumulate during this period, because once the money printer comes back on, you're either going to be part of the cash holders where everything is more expensive and you're just stuck holding cash, or you're going to be the asset holders, aka the rich, the haves versus the have-nots. And that is the dilemma of the 21st century, my friends. That is the real dilemma. Roy, why do you do these YouTube streams even though you're young and handsome and extremely successful and just unbelievably technically skilled at the skill of trading? It's because we're in the middle of one of the most important changes in financial history. And you're either going to be stuck on the outside looking at everybody who has stuff and who is able to travel and who has freedom, or you're going to be on the side of, I never bought a single asset and I'm over here living paycheck to paycheck because prices went up and I'm getting paid in cash and I don't own assets. So why am I urging everybody to do their research and to be informed? Is so that you're on the right side of this historical shift. Because if you're not, you're going to be very upset, you're going to be very broke, and it's not going to be a good existence. What's your thoughts on put options, expiry of like 2-3 years? I'm not buying put options. I'm not bearish. Right? And if you're going to do options, I wouldn't even do an expiry. You got to roll them over. So personally, that's the reason I don't trade options. I'm not looking to do straddles and do complex hedge strategies. I'm looking to do CFD trading with my brokers. I want to put a bet in with my shit broker that I bet the market's going to go this way. And they better fucking pay me on the dot and take their commission too. Do you trade US 30? What do I think of the chart? I like the chart. What do you mean, what do I think of the chart, man? What is this? What do you think? You're on baby pips? What kind of... The only 30 that you guys need to pay attention to is the 30% off NFP promo code. Use promo code NFP30 for 30% off your seat to the Mastering NAS 100 Bootcamp, where I break down my strategy piece by piece, as well as the top 10 rules that I've built over the last 5 years for trading NAS 100. This is why we've been so patient. This is why I have a very, very accurate price here that I'm waiting for. And this is why I post all my results for the Chart Addicts team so that everyone can see the strategy working in real time. Because if you want to try, true, and tested strategy, don't sit here and waste hundreds of hours and thousands of dollars to the markets to try to figure it out. Instead, get something that works. That's the only 30 that you got to be paying attention to. I just learned about ODTE. Anyone trade them? Not me. Give us new questions. Give us some new questions. I want to earn the seat. Okay, we'll do one last question. Deal? All right. All right. I got to remember what I said. Huh. Okay, I got a good one. What was the entry price that I was showing you guys last week on gold? And that's the same entry price I covered about 20 minutes ago, where I showed you the before and after of the gold chart. What was that entry price? The person who's the closest gets it. 1948, Gabriel. What the fuck are you doing, bro? That's the year that Israel was established. We're just going to be We're going to talk about historical context. I don't know why you chose that specific year. It's just kind of timing wise. My boy said 1948. I don't think it was 1948. We got 1985. That's not it. 1989 was on point. T, go take a break, brother. 1974, we're getting close. Josh says 1975. That's the closest so far. Sky Blue says 1975. We're getting close, but Josh Ortega has the closest one. John says 1996. Nope. We'll give you guys a second. And Bupon got it 1977. Wow. Wow. Talk about a redemption arc. Guys and gals, you guys know Bupon was out here getting cooked first stream. Talk about a redemption. Can we show some love in the YouTube comments for Bupon? Can we give a huge congrats? I'm feeling generous. I might make this NFP 50 at this point. Can we just give a massive shout out? Can we just give some love? Good stuff. All right, that's the redemption arc that we love to see. Getting cooked and roasted, lit up by your boy for asking a stupid question, coming back in with an absolutely incredible jaw-dropping answer. Now, if I can show you guys the gold chart, here's gold. This is the entry I was talking about last week. I might have been wrong. Let me be completely real. I just saw the chart. Maybe I was a bit wrong. Might have had dyslexia for a second. 1 second. Yo, I was wrong. It was 174.7. Damn. Bupon, I'll still give you the seat because I hate to pull it back like that. I kind of feel like Steve Harvey when he announced the wrong winner for the Miss America or the Miss Universe. So I'm not going to do you like that. Just I made everybody congratulate you. You plan to get a free seat, all right? Okay, fuck. But it was 74.7. It was 74.7. Let me see who was the closest. It was Ortega, right? Josh Ortega, 1975. But Lessman also said 1974. Lessman, I like that one. What do you guys think? Should we round up to 75? Because that's the closest. It was 1974.7. But also 1974 is correct because he remembered the key word here. All right. Yo, I got you guys. Put a 1 in the chat if Josh wins this. Put a 2 in the chat if Lessman wins this. Put a 3 in the chat if they should both get a seat. Put a 3 in the chat if they should both get a seat. Put a 1 for Josh, 2 for Lessman. Which answer? 1975. Put a 1 for 1975. Put a 2 for 1974. And put a 3 if they should both win a seat. Took that gold trade just now. Took a quick 1-to-1 for the day. Thanks for the live streams. Go crush it, Romy. Love to see it. Everyone's saying 3. We got a bunch of fucking commies in the chat. All right, you guys like that? Everybody wins. Everyone gets a ball. Is this what we're doing? Bupon is being a savage. It's like, nah, Josh gets it. Yo, you're crazy, Bupon. I'll pull your seat right now. We should have a revote for Bupon. Should Bupon get a free seat because I fucked up? Yo, don't be out here trying to shit on somebody else's seat. They're trying to rug pull someone else's seat after they got theirs. That's insane. We should have another vote here. Yeah, that's wild. He said, "Oh, you guys like that? You like the bridge that I've just left behind me? Well, watch me pull it so nobody else can succeed." That's fucking nuts. Roy, are you buying any crypto? I am. I've stopped all buys because right now, just obviously putting cash aside and just sort of holding dollars. But big believer in Solana, big believer in Ethereum, big believer in Bitcoin, obviously. XRP, I haven't bought anything. I've just been holding Telcoin, BAT. This is not financial advice, obviously. Cardano, etc., etc. He says, change these 2 people's lives. The boot camp is gold. Noah, I know you know. Okay, awesome. So Josh Ortega and Lessman trades. Both of you guys are going to get a free seat. Same with Bupon. You guys will be able to go back to the crowds and tell them how it was and tell them if it was worthwhile. Or I might give you guys a private class and let you tell everybody tonight. I'm trying to pack out this boot camp with 1,000 traders. I want everyone to know how skilled we are and how valuable and easy the strategy can be. Guys, a lot of people are still struggling with a simple understanding of how markets work. I get coaching students on a daily basis that are still telling me they don't know how to find an entry. Like at this point, what are you waiting for? That's the first step, is to find a positive expectancy system and to build a clear execution strategy. And if you don't have either of those two things, just pay someone else for it. And also use promo code NFP 30 for 30% off your seat. All right, that's what I got for y'all. I've answered questions relating to US oil. I've showed you guys US 30 charts, gold charts, and NASDAQ. We've talked about the boot camp, November 5th to the 8th. We've talked about the implications of the NFP report. We've talked about the implications. My bad. It was a bunch of background noise. We talked about the implications of, yeah, I just lost my train of thought. Fuck it. Says, I'm with whatever. How can we claim it? Reach out to us. info@chartaddictsfx.com. info@chartaddictsfx.com. Email us so that we have your contact info and we'll put you on the registration list. You'll be able to get a ticket sent to you and everything will get figured out. She says W live. Yeah, drop a like on your way out, folks. Great to see all of you. Happy and safe trading next week and enjoy your weekend. Take some time off the charts. Make sure that you're resetting your mind, and then take a second, like an hour or an hour and a half this weekend, to review your trading from this week or just review the market activity. The more that you're structured with this, the less effort it's going to be. When you're stuck on the charts for 4 or 5 hours, it's tiring. When you just know, okay, tomorrow at noon, I'm going to spend half an hour with Roy. Oh, and let's do a free webinar tomorrow again. NAS 100 webinar at noon every Saturday. Every Saturday, NAS 100 webinar at noon. Turn on notifications and subscribe. You'll get the notification when we go live tomorrow, noon, 12 p.m. Eastern time, for a free intro to NAS 100 webinar. I'll see you there. Take it easy. Peace. All right, Chart Addict.